Are you a successful person? Great. So have you achieved your goals? Cool. It must feel good to have achieved all this. But wait a minute. Or do you really think you don't deserve it? Do you think that what you have achieved has nothing to do with your effort, that it's all just luck and coincidence? Are you afraid that at any moment this truth will be revealed? If these thoughts and feelings are familiar to you, don't worry. You are not alone. What you're experiencing is called impostor syndrome in psychology. In this video, we talk about impostor syndrome and how to deal with it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can stop the video and subscribe. What is impostor syndrome? It's when people believe that they don't deserve the success they have achieved and worry that, at any moment, their imposter will be exposed. People with this syndrome feel as if at any moment, people around them will realize this fact and say that they don't deserve their success. When this truth is revealed, they feel that they will receive less love and respect. The symptoms of this syndrome can vary from person to person, but there are a few common experiences that almost everyone has. Underestimating your achievements. When I get a high grade on an exam, you think that it was just a fluke and you'll never be able to do it again. When you get a promotion, if you feel that you didn't deserve it, that the person who gave you the promotion was wrong, or that they made that decision because they cared about you. Or when you're giving a presentation and you hear someone in your brain talking all the time saying, "Why would listeners listen to someone like me? I'm sure they think I'm an idiot." You can be sure that you are underestimating your achievements and doing yourself an injustice. Actually, you've done well enough. Your talents are so great that these achievements do not satisfy you. You describe what you have achieved as ordinary and simple things, but 90% of your society will not be able to do what you are doing. Constant criticism. You're always comparing yourself to others. And when you do that, you choose things where you're less successful than they are. The things you're better at than they are, you see as unimportant. When your friends and family give you positive feedback on things, you don't believe them. You think they are saying this because they think you are worthy and they are not realistic. But is there anything you really excel at? Isn't it a sign of an unrealistic illusion when a person thinks they are bad at everything? I see thousands of people on social media every day. Almost all of them are not successful, but they present themselves as if they are. And this illusion makes them feel better about themselves and gives them a chance to become really successful. Don't you think you deserve that? Feelings of inadequacy. I know you don't feel smart enough, talented enough, or hardworking enough. You lack faith that I'll succeed, and you're afraid you'll fail at any moment. If you were lazy, do you think you'd be watching this video right now, or would you be watching a movie on Netflix? Once upon a time, when I had to give a presentation at university, I used to start worrying days in advance. I was afraid of getting a word wrong during a presentation. I never wanted to look stupid in the eyes of the audience. Then I started a job, and when I started, for the first few months I was always afraid I was going to get fired. Like every time I made a mistake, it was the end of me, but I don't feel that way anymore. Now I can fight these unreal, unhealthy thoughts. I'll tell you how you can free yourself from it. Because this syndrome damages your self-confidence and self-esteem and prevents you from achieving success. Because it makes you constantly criticize yourself like an enemy. That's why you're afraid to take risks. It also leads to emotional problems such as anxiety, stress, depression, and burnout syndrome. This syndrome is found in 1 out of every 7 people you see out there. That's approximately 15% of the world's population. The higher one's level of education and achievements, the more likely one is to experience this syndrome. So the fact that you have this syndrome is the biggest proof that you are actually a successful person. Some of the celebrities who have this syndrome. Emma Watson. I have imposter syndrome. I still don't feel like a girl who deserves to go to Hogwarts. Tom Hanks. I'm still afraid that someone will come to me and say, "We made a mistake. You can't be this good. So why do you have this syndrome?" You may have been criticized a lot by friends and family, especially in childhood. You may have felt that your need for love was not adequately met by your family. Or you may be living a life with a lower economic income. These experiences may have created a feeling of worthlessness in you. Or you may think that you will only receive love when you are successful. Love is not only a psychological need for humans, but also a biological need. Love even affects the level of hormones in the body. You think you can feel this love only when you are perfect and very successful. It is impossible for a human being to be perfect. According to your thinking, no one should love anyone else. You are always worthy of love, even if you have flaws and fail at some things. Remember, if you don't believe in yourself, no one will believe in you. So what should you do? Acknowledge your successes. Remind yourself that your achievements are not the result of luck, but the result of hard work and talent. And show yourself evidence of this. We all have luck and coincidences in our lives, but can everything you have be explained by luck? Does that make sense to you? Think positively. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Question negative thoughts and avoid unrealistic expectations. Unrealistic expectations make you feel bad when they are not achieved. Don't compare yourself to others. Remember that everyone is different and moves at their own pace. Remember that even other creatures in nature each have their own strengths and weaknesses. It is not possible for one person to be better than others in everything. Celebrate your achievements. Instead of minimizing your achievements, take time to celebrate them. Remember that you have invested time and energy in whatever it is that you have achieved, and you should reward yourself for that. This reward can be anything that makes you feel good. Read the stories of successful people. It can inspire you to realize that imposter syndrome is not unique to you, and that many successful people struggle with this feeling. Seeing someone who has been successful despite suffering from this syndrome can give you the confidence to succeed too. Focus on your strengths. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Your personal qualities are like a flower. Whichever one you water will grow. Keep improving yourself and recognizing your strengths. Seek expert help. We can't overcome every challenge on our own. If you are struggling to cope, don't hesitate to seek help from a therapist or psychologist. We all need mental health support. Remember, you are not an imposter. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the video with me. Keep improving until the next video.